Welcome to Classic Game Room. It's always a great day in outer space when I bring you a new Magnavox Odyssey 2 review. This is the Brazilian version of Pickaxe Pete. Released in 1982 for the Magnavox Odyssey 2, it's DIDI NA MINA ENCANTADA. Which, according to the internet and friends on Twitter, means something about an enchanted mine. So basically, Pickaxe Pete. As far as I can tell, it's the same game, except this one features a Brazilian comedian on the cover. You guys like your comedians so much you trap them in mines. We should have sent you Pauly Shore years ago. Although I've got to give him credit, Biodome did pack a few laughs. And so does this game. It's tons of fun. Pickaxe Pete is great. And I've heard about this game for years, never played it until now. And I can see those of you who like old school arcade style games really getting into this. I've heard it described as like Donkey Kong, and I don't think it has all that much in common with Donkey Kong beyond the obvious. Once you start playing it, it's a totally different game. I will warn you, it's not terribly intuitive. If you can't find the instructions, look online, but I watched 1 or 2 videos and they had no idea what they were doing. It takes some practice. It's sad to see a good game vanish into obscurity, so let's bring it back, because Pickaxe Pete is rad. It shares a few things in common with Donkey Kong. You're jumping over boulders and smashing them with a pickaxe for points. There's also ladders, but really that's where the similarities end, because you're not trying to reach the top of the board, you're not saving a princess, there's not even multiple levels. You've only got one life. Your objective in Pickaxe Pete is not just smashing boulders or jumping over them for points, it's to collect that precious golden key which allows you to move on to the next level and score big bonus points. There, as you can see, keys are formed when 2 rocks smash together, thus birthing a magic key which rises to the top. It's all about realism. If you can collect that key and make it to a door, you're home free, you get an awesome celebration scene and the next level, which is slightly different than the previous level. There's no timer, so feel free to hang out somewhere safe until you get just the right moment to spring for a key. I recommend one of the lower levels. Like Mario's hammer, your magic pickaxe doesn't last very long. And occasionally new ones are formed in the same way that keys are made. Except they sit at the bottom of the screen, and if you can get down there in time and pick up a new pickaxe, hooray! More boulder smashing fun and you're invincible. What I like most about Pickaxe Pete is that the game successfully borrows elements from other early 80s arcade games and uses them to create an entirely new game. So while I think Donkey Kong was probably the game's main inspiration, when you play it, it doesn't at all feel like you're playing Donkey Kong. Before I move on to the invisible level here, let me get a Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to Mike and Carrie from Lorain, Ohio. Thank you for sending DIDI NA MINA ENCANTADA. How did this game end up in Ohio? I would love to know its story. Now remember, there's no timer in Pickaxe Pete, so don't rush. Just wait for the right moment to grab that key and get out of there. Now for the best news of all, Pickaxe Pete is really cheap and easy to find online. It is a Magnavox Odyssey 2 exclusive, but you've already got a Magnavox Odyssey 2, right? You should. It has its own built-in keyboard, and the games have handles. DIDI NA MINA Encantada! Exclamation point.